Narrow that focus. We know what we're here to play for. All right, let's go get it. All right, let's go. Let's go. 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go, baby.
When we break a huddle, let's have something that means something versus, let's go or go Vikes or something. And kind of as a team discussed it, and they came up with brothers, and they really do feel that way. And to be honest, they are.
The brotherhood thing for our team is just, it's a big deal, and it's something we don't take lightly.
We got that bond on the court too and off the court, so that's kind of where the brothers came with. We just got each other's back everywhere we are.
Let's go! Who has the biggest heart?
If some guy's having a bad day or he's had a bad turnover or a bad play, his brother's right there to pick him up.
We love each other on this team, and I think it really makes you want to play harder. It makes you want to go and play for your brothers. It makes you want to play harder. It makes you want to do it for more than just yourself.
I think that's what got us through ultimately and helped us win a national championship.
We're playing for each other. Leave it all up. We got 2 games, all right? And we're going to be hanging up in the rafters for the rest of history, all right? Go! Let's go!
Everybody lay on the line today. Give it everything you got. Do it for your brothers. Let's go get it going. Brothers on 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Family finds itself in many moments. Times that try us. Years building upon decades to create a chorus of champions. Days that make history. But family defines itself in the moments when brothers, bonded by persistence and connected through strife, choreograph their fight to victory. The unison of effort, struggle, and aspiration. We do not play a game, but share a dream. And this is the story of our Brotherhood of Basketball and the roots of our family.
Last year, even though we knew we had everybody back and we had a very good year, you win the conference postseason tournament, and then you go out on a loss that you weren't really expecting. It ended so abruptly, and we were on such a roll, and the community and the fans and everyone were just so behind us, and then to just have it over, it was almost like something just got ripped out of your heart.
It was, well, the way it was like, I was like, I didn't believe it actually happened.
It hurt. It really did. I didn't expect to lose. That wasn't the way it was supposed to go.
And after the brothers down and we lost, I was like, how did this happen? That's kind of what it was.
Couldn't believe, with being a junior and realizing, okay, I only have 1 more year left now. This is it.
It really hurt, but as it's been said, this year really built our character, and we basically lived on that loss.
We wanted to come in as great individual players, but as a better unit.
I don't think anyone wanted that feeling again, and it really fueled us for the whole year.
I have 1 more year. This ain't gonna happen again. I must not have worked hard enough this summer. I have to do more of this the coming summer.
National championship or bust, personally, that was my mindset, and I know for most of the other seniors that was our mindset after the way last year it ended. It was pretty disappointing.
How it ended last year, I really believe is maybe the #1 reason we won the national championship in 2016.
I mean, anytime you think about, or you need an extra rep, or you need get an extra shot up, or you got a little bit left to practice, or whatever, you think back to that moment, how you felt sitting in that locker room.
And we focused a great deal on not having to feel that way again.
That was a horrible feeling, and I remember Coach B saying at the end of that game, sit here and remember this feeling, because you never have to feel that way again if we take care of business.
The second final exhibition game of the year for the Iowa Hawkeyes as they welcome the Vikings of Augustana to Garber.
The Iowa game, I think, is one of the most unique things I've ever been a part of. The feeling around Sioux Falls, even with the media, with the talk radio shows and what have you, people were like, oh, we have you picked to win. You'll win that game. It was almost like the community just expected us to beat the University of Iowa.
To get an opportunity like that, honestly, I thought we would win. There was never a point where we were going to lose. I really thought we matched up well with them.
For the game, it was really unique, especially I would say led by Dan and Casey and Al, but they had an incredible seriousness about them. They were very focused.
I had something to prove to be like, I think you're good, but you don't put the time in that I did. You don't desire it as much as I do. I love basketball more than you do, and I'm going to prove it.
Then in the second half, you look up, we're up 15. They're an excellent basketball team. They might have 2 NBA players on that roster.
We gave up the lead, of course, and they came back and tied it up.
They might just lob this over the top.
Little did I know that, Dan would hit the shot he hit. It was so much just not even sort of what we were trying to do. And Dan just went and got the ball and made a play and hit a heck of a shot.
From the elbow, and it's good.
That was honestly the most emotional I've ever been in a basketball game when I hit that shot.
Oh, and Augustana is beating the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Just a lot of frustration, anger. I'm going to prove to these guys I am good enough. And so when that shot went in and we won, it was very special.
That's one of the most difficult game winners I've ever seen.
But I think it is atonement to where our season was going to go.
I think our biggest thing moving forward is this will not be our biggest accomplishment this year.
It was such a great thing for us because we got beat 1 week later to Washburn. So, what a great win it was for 6 days as we lose our first real game of the year and start the season 0-1.
Northwest Missouri a chance to take their first lead.
Here we go now. We're going to start. This is this magical year we're supposed to have. We beat the University of Iowa 2 weeks earlier, and we're going to be 0-2 against 2 regional teams. If we don't win the league, we won't be in the tournament.
So you're about to graduate from high school and you have a decision to make. Everyone's asking, where are you going to college? What's the right choice? You want to be at a university with small classes taught by professors who are passionate, know your name, are known as leaders in their field, and are committed to supporting your success. The world changes fast. You need more than a job-friendly major. You need a place that provides hands-on learning through internships, undergraduate research, student teaching, clinical work, study abroad, and service learning. A place through which you will develop a network of people who will help you discover the path you want to pursue and the roadmap to achieve your goals. 4 years will become the foundation of your future and a place where you'll explore your creativity, grow as a leader, be part of a community, and develop lifelong friendships as you become the person you want to be. You can have it all. Choose Augustana University, the place for possibilities.
Andersen has always put the home first. And no window is in more homes than Andersen 400 Series windows. Andersen windows are tested by Mother Nature, approved by Father Time, and trusted by more builders than any other. Andersen 400 Series windows and doors. We make quality happen.
Find a full line of quality Andersen products at the area's largest Andersen dealer, Schoenemann's, Southwestern Avenue in Sioux Falls.
For whatever the reason, the price of milk goes up and down. And no matter what the price is, everyone pays the same. And no one has to negotiate the price in the checkout line. Why can't car buying be like that? Why can't it just be nice?
You always get our best price right up front. And everyone pays the same price no matter who they are. It's a better way to buy a car. See us at the Luxury Auto Mall of Sioux Falls. Nice. Just ask around.
The Bearcats from Maryville, Missouri were the team that ended Augustana's season last year in the NCAA tournament.
We were excited. I think, there's a lot of pain and anger going into it, but a lot of excitement. There's like, okay, we had just come off a very ugly loss to Washburn that we weren't supposed to lose. And then that week leading up to Northwest Missouri, we had some of the toughest practices I've ever had here.
We treated them like men. And we did bring up the fact that you guys lose to Washburn, and now you guys going into the game with Northwest lose that one. You can kiss your season goodbye. You very well, unless you win the league, will not even be in the NCAA tournament.
And I think guys responded.
That one is good for Alex Richter.
It was like, all right, we're definitely at home. We're not going to lose at home, especially with last year. We came out hot too, and we were playing well. And like, all right, this is how it should be. This is how it should have went last year.
2 big threes by Adam Beyer in this.
And just like all the other games, we were leading the whole game, and then all of a sudden, right at the end, they get close, and then they take a lead.
What a play by Pitts, and he's got his team up by 1. And Augustana needs a timeout here.
Fortunately, we found a way to win it at the end. Dan hit another heroic shot.
By Jansen, good!
And it went in, and we won the game. We were very fortunate to do so.
Dan Jansen nails the
I don't know if luck is the right word, but it certainly would fit in this situation.
And Augustana wins!
It was a weird win because we won on a buzzer beater, but I felt like we lost because we just didn't play to our potential at the end of the game.
Dan came into the locker room after the game. He was like, hey, we got the win, but we're definitely better than that. So, I mean, you played a really good team. You know you played well. It's kind of, you got to keep that effort up for the rest of the year, keep growing.
I think going forward after that, we realized we have to make a complete game.
20-point lead now for Augustana here with 5:38 left to go in this first half.
We wanted to go win, and we wanted to win by as much as possible, and we wanted to really show everybody how successful we thought we could be.
It really was just like, all right, we're in the season, time to go.
We were taking 20-point leads and putting it up to 30. A lot of times we would sub at the end and maybe it would get a little bit closer than what was probably really a true score. But they did do a great job, in my opinion, of extending leads versus being complacent.
We were on a very hot run there for a while.
Comes away with a rebound, he'll push it in transition. Odegaard for three, good!
When your starters only are playing 25 minutes a game, that's very beneficial doing that in December and January because that helps you stay fresh.
We have Al State, so we got a really good shooter, we got defenders, we got rebounders, Jordan with how good he is at passing. I mean, we had every kind of aspect you need in a winning team, so it's kind of our responsibility to make sure we keep that up, we play hard and we win.
Our chemistry was good. Our chemistry was good too because they could knock it up. If we hadn't had a basket in 2 or 3 possessions, all we had to do was get it inside. We were either going to get fouled and get to the free throw line or we were going to make a play. If we hadn't scored in a couple times, all we had to really do is clear out a side. I had 4 or 5 guys I could go to anytime I wanted, and they could go get us a basket, make something happen, get to the free throw line. I had very talented players on the floor that believed in what we were doing.
Jordan Spencer sends it out to Jansen, who knocks down the three.
We just had what I would consider the perfect blend, the perfect storm of talent, personality, and size all at the same time. Going into the postseason NSIC tournament, I didn't really know where our guys were. I felt like it was either get to the Elite 8 or this season is no good.
Now, there's a way to enjoy all your old home movies and photos on any modern device you like. Let iMemories digitize and archive them for you, so you can easily view them, edit them, and share them online with others. It's the best way to make sure images of your family and friends will never fade, and neither will your memories. Visit iMemories.com for details.
When you think about preventing injuries, you think about 3 main things. You think about strengthening, and then conditioning, and finally flexibility. When you do the same thing over and over every day, you're more prone to injury. It's rewarding for me to go to a Augustana game or a Lincoln High School game and see people that I've helped take care of and see them back on the field and performing well.
Choose the experts. Choose Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Andersen has always put the home first. And no window is in more homes than Andersen 400 Series windows. Andersen windows are tested by Mother Nature, approved by Father Time, and trusted by more builders than any other. Andersen 400 Series windows and doors. We make quality happen.
Find a full line of quality Andersen products at the area's largest Andersen dealer, Schoenemann's, Southwestern Avenue in Sioux Falls.
We all have stresses in our lives. Traffic, jobs, kids, bills, you name it. Sometimes you just need to relax, lose all the stress, and unwind. Why can't buying a car be like this? Why can't it just be nice?
Our entire staff works together to put you at ease. We care about how you feel in our dealership, and we want you to be comfortable here. Buying a car should be fun, and it is at the Luxury Auto Mall. Nice. Just ask around.
Every moment. Brothers on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Every team we had to play was going to give us their best game. Regardless that it was postseason, we were going to get their best shot. Everybody, wanted to beat us because we were the top couple in the country, 1 or 2, but they also wanted to beat us because they knew that if they beat us, they'd have a great chance of getting into the tournament.
playing against them was weird because they were always so close to beating us, but I feel like they thought they could. Like they could, but they couldn't.
Over Spencer on a breakout.
Yeah, I just remember it got crazy there in the last 5-6 minutes with the crowd going to, and that just helps you both offensively and defensively. And so I just feel like that's what kind of got us that extra edge.
Yeah, Augie just pouring it on now late. It's tough to be the mark team.
Our guys were not going to be satisfied with an NSIC postseason tournament championship. That meant very little to them.
And now they can add another tournament title to their resume.
Looking back on it now, it's an unbelievably unselfish way to look. It wasn't to them about that championship at all. It was, we're getting to the Elite Eight or this season's no good.
You know, these are hard-working kids. They're great kids. They're going to graduate. They're going to have great lives, and they're just quality individuals. And I just love coaching them. It's just been an honor and a privilege.
There was a focus and desire to do either we get to the Elite Eight or bust, because it wasn't going to be one or the other. We were practicing out at the Pentagon, and we went back into the locker room that we had lost in the year before, and I had everyone sit in the exact seat they had sat in, and we just turned off the lights in the locker room and said, you know what, I want you to remember exactly how you felt, and that will never ever have to be felt like that again. You have redemption. You have a chance to never have to have that feeling again. So we end up having to play the conference champ of the GAC. They got beat in the conference tournament, but they were a great conference, you know, they're a conference champion, so we have to get them the first round and win by 15 in a tough game. Then we get Kearney. That was a 10-point victory that was very hard fought and a very tough game for us. And then you had Northwestern, the championship game, who had already played up here against us in the arena, had already had a chance to beat us up here, had won their conference, and have arguably as good a player as there is in the nation in Justin Pitts at the point guard. So he's got the ball in his hands. He can dominate the ball, he can monopolize the ball, and he can do great things with it. We were playing a team that was very confident against us, a team that really and truly thought they could beat us and wanted to beat us, and a team that had beaten us within the year in a similar setting and situation. That's what we had to do to get through the regional.
The Sweet 16 against Northwest Missouri is kind of like a redemption game. This is it. You know, this is what everyone's been waiting for. This is what the fans have been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for.
Here, see what happens. Pips again, ties it.
I said it at halftime. I said it throughout before the game, the day before. This will come down to the last possession. I knew it would, and unfortunately I was right.
7 seconds, here we go. Jansen with the screen. Spencer will take it. Got hammered to the floor.
We were fortunate. He fell hard, and to go up and hit those 2 free throws, that's not easy to do.
All that was going through my head once I made those free throws was, I mean, that's the least I could have done, because I felt like I put us in that situation.
Spencer puts Augie ahead by 1.
It was kind of inched in. I remember hit the front rim, bounced around and kind of went in. And from there, I mean, my legs were shaking the whole time. I was trying to look like I wasn't nervous, but I was so nervous.
Augie by 2.
But we would rather have the lead and defend it than try to get the lead at the end.
Whoa, knocks it away.
Casey threw it up with about 3 seconds left, and they about got the ball back and still got a shot, but that's okay. He threw it just barely high enough that the clock ran out.
It came down to the last possession, just like we thought it might.
And, you know, now we had kind of accomplished, probably, believe it or not, our first goal. I think as a team, their first goal was win the regional, second goal was national championship. I think they simply had 2 goals.
Hey, we're the best team in the country, okay? We proved that tonight. We got 3 more. Let's go! Hey, Frisco's up. Brothers on 3. 1, 2, 3, go! Yeah!
I go get a rebound, don't land on anybody, just normal rebound, catch it, and I hear a pop at my foot when I land.
And he went down. And right away, I mean, tears. I mean, something happened, and he couldn't get up. And, you know, you just kind of sitting there going, okay, bounce up. Get up. Get up.
So you're about to graduate from high school, and you have a decision to make. Everyone's asking, where are you going to college? What's the right choice? You want to be at a university with small classes taught by professors who are passionate, know your name, are known as leaders in their field, and are committed to supporting your success. The world changes fast. You need more than a job-friendly major. You need a place that provides hands-on learning through internships, undergraduate research, student teaching, clinical work, study abroad, and service learning. A place through which you will develop a network of people who will help you discover the path you want to pursue and the roadmap to achieve your goals. 4 years will become the foundation of your future and a place where you'll explore your creativity, grow as a leader, be part of a community, and develop lifelong friendships as you become the person you want to be. You can have it all. Choose Augustana University, the place for possibilities.
Now, there's a way to enjoy all your old home movies and photos on any modern device you like. Let iMemories digitize and archive them for you, so you can easily view them, edit them, and share them online with others. It's the best way to make sure images of your family and friends will never fade, and neither will your memories. Visit iMemories.com for details.
When you think about preventing injuries, you think about three main things. You think about strengthening, and then conditioning, and finally flexibility. When you do the same thing over and over every day, you're more prone to injury. It's rewarding for me to go to a Augustana game or a Lincoln High School game and see people that I've helped take care of and see them back on the field and performing well.
Choose the experts. Choose Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
We start practice at Frisco on Tuesday. I go get a rebound, don't land on anybody, just normal rebound, catch it, and I hear a pop at my foot when I land, and I go down. At the moment, I knew, I felt it, I thought it was broken.
But the x-ray didn't show a fracture. It was one of the weirdest practices ever. As soon as Dan went down, we got him off. We'd been kind of standing, guys were very distracted. I said, all right, just get us going again, let's go shoot free throws. We probably missed 20 or 21 free throws. We were about 2 for 23.
I missed like 5 straight free throws. Nobody was focused.
Dan's like a warrior, basically. We know he doesn't go down easily. So when he went down, it was a big shock.
And so we just said, all right, blew our whistle, brought everybody into the middle, laid it out there. Hey, we hope Dan will be fine. We're going to find out more. He's going to the doctor. He's going to get an X-ray, but we still have a reason and a purpose to be here. No one's going to postpone the game and wait for us. We have to get ready.
Going into it, we were going to give it a go. During warm-ups, I told him, hey, start me, we're going to be fine, let's do it. 5 minutes later, I'm like, no, it's not. I can't move.
So about the 14 minutes before the tip-off to play, a team that had been in the Elite Eight the year before from an hour away with 2,000 fans at the game, your player of the year is not going to play.
I was on the floor crying. I was stretching on the floor crying in the middle of the warm-ups.
The first thing that we did was I went to Zach and I said, you got to be ready, man. And Zach just said, yep.
Zach Huskin stepped up big in his starting role. He kind of took it with that next play mentality.
And then when the game started and we were going, it was tough. It was very tough. And our guys were playing their hearts out. And then especially when we were down 10 with 10 minutes left, that's when it finally sat in, like, we might lose.
All of a sudden, Al must have thought the same thing, and he had my back because he went out and just started scoring like crazy.
He was on a whole nother level. He was, I don't know how many threes he hit against Tarleton, but I mean, I feel like he definitely carried us offensively in the last 5 or so minutes. He's out there doing things he didn't do all season.
Obviously, we would love for Dan to be able to play, and that was a huge blow. Dan's a great player, but we weren't going to be done. I wasn't going to end my season and my career because Dan couldn't play in a basketball game.
And then after those guys battled back and showed that resilience and that toughness, I was like, we can do this. If I don't play, I guess I don't play, but I think these guys can finish it without me.
Western Oregon was a unique game.
They did a different injection, and it was like 30 minutes after, I was like, this feels pretty good. I told them, hey, I'm going to play, let's give it a go. And warm-ups went well, and they said, we're not going to start you still, we're going to bring you up the bench. And then we were even flatter that game than the day before.
We was down at the beginning of the game, and I was thinking, okay, here we go again.
Drives, floater.
But then in comes Dan in his Willis Reed moment.
Jansen for 3. It's good!
Steps in, and he's just bombing away. It really, really motivated us, and we just took off from there. We were up 27 points against the number 3 team in the country.
We were like, no, we were on a mission. This isn't about happy to be that we're going to win a championship.
Augustana wins its 33rd of the season.
I had no doubt in my mind if we could get to the title game, there's no way we were not going to win.
We're not ending number 2, we're number 1. Let's go with the heart. Who has the biggest heart?
Lincoln Memorial, they were really good. I mean, I was having major anxiety issues just watching their film.
When the game was going, it was up and down. It wasn't stopping. We were going back and forth.
We had a great fan section. It felt like we were honestly playing at the Pentagon in the arena.
It was a heck of a basketball game. We get up, they get up. There's lead changes in the second half. It's about as good a team win as you could have.
And it took me a good 10-15 seconds to realize, oh man, this is real. We did it. All the hard work. When you get to that moment, it's like, oh, now what? I don't know. A guy came and he put the trophy in front of me, so I grabbed it and I put it over my head, and I was freaking out, and I was pumped.
I took it with one hand because this shoulder ain't working very well, and I just kind of put it up there, and it's kind of heavy, and I was kind of fired up too, and it wasn't up there for 2 seconds, and you saw Dan's big old paws coming up there.
Feel on top of the world for real, so I mean, it was when I got back to the hotel room and kind of laid down and settled down, that's when it kind of hit me.
I know they say brothers, they actually mean it. It's a diverse group of young men that come from all walks of life, but also they're genuine. They're student athletes. They're here to receive an education and on top of it, play a game that they love.
I think by the end of the season, our whole team was so close. I didn't think we had any doubt about winning.
I came in with guys that kind of set the tone for the program as far as rules and how things were supposed to go. And me personally and the other seniors on the team, we've tried to instill that in the younger guys, so hopefully that they can carry that on.
I love these guys on the team, and they're going to be my brothers for life. And so we want nothing but continued success for Augie.
We never just practiced. We danced with the perpetual tension of trying and achieving. And believing with each step and every stumble, even when we fell, we moved forward. We never wrote our story alone. The crowd and the crescendo of possibility, the cadence of competition. That became the conductor that crafted our saga. And with it, we celebrate our potential that made history and the inspiration of our brotherhood and our family of fans.
Welcome to the Daniel Jansen Show. My guest here is Casey Schilling, a great friend of mine, roommate, and teammate.
I call Tanner a little guy sometimes. I think we all do that a little bit. I don't know if it bugs him or not, but he's never said anything, so we just kind of went with it.
Everyone wish Casey luck. He's getting married this summer and he's going to go own a farm.
I despise Friends. One of my least favorite shows.
I can't. I have a terrible British accent, so no, I can't. Oh, he does them all the time. Yeah, you could get him to do one with me.
Yeah, I love Augustana basketball and go Vikes. That's about it.